Hello everybody, this is Tony and I do stuff. This video is going to be different from my normal I'm gonna build something, I'm gonna fix something videos. But I felt that this was worth sharing with the Ford community out there. I am driving my wife's Ford Taurus SHO. It's a 2017. And we ordered it brand new from the factory with all the options that we wanted. This one in particular has the high performance kit, the low ratio drivetrain, the heavy duty brakes, the heavy duty cooling system, the stuff you would need if you were gonna take it out and do some real hard driving, though we never do that. But I just wanted it, you know, bigger is better. Yeah, maybe I'm overcompensating. I don't know. But anyway, we had some drivability problems with it. Unfortunately for video logging, I did not do a video log of the problem before I took it to the dealership. So I'll explain to you what we had. At normal throttle, just holding a steady throttle, moderate acceleration, just like you were driving through a neighborhood or driving through town, the tachometer would fluctuate. It would fluctuate, about 500 RPM, up and down, very steady and very consistently. You didn't feel any kind of a surge or acceleration in the seat. The car seemed to be running smoothly, but this was also accompanied by a shuddering from the drivetrain, a stumble, that's the only way I can describe it, I don't know how the closed caption is going to display that. At wide open throttle, say you're cruising down the highway or from a standing start, the RPMs would climb to over 5,000. This thing redlines at 6,500. So it would climb to over 5,000 and just stay there for an extended period of time. Seemed like it was never going to shift. This could be overridden with the paddle shifters. And the engine torque was there, because if I shifted early or didn't wait for the car to do it and I shifted, with my own intuition, the car would pull. Didn't pull like it always did, but it would pull. These cars are very, very complex. This twin turbo EcoBoost with the electronic transmission, traction control, all this stuff going on. There is just so much happening, and since it seemed mechanically fit, I just assumed it would probably be some kind of an electronic issue. I placed all this information onto a service ticket and I made an appointment online. When I got to the dealership, the service writer greeted me, and they informed me that when you make an appointment online, it goes to what they call the streamline writer, and they do nothing but routine maintenance, oil changes, tire changes, stuff like that. He immediately just got on the computer and shifted me over to another service writer, wonderful young lady with beautiful eyes, and my wife commented on the beautiful eyes. I did not. She did it first, but she was right. Anyway, we'll just call her Diana. This young lady listened to my explanation, and she started off with a face that looked like, "Oh, how can I help you, sir? Welcome to Cavalier Ford." And it slowly diminished as I explained what was going on with the vehicle, to a look of sorrow and, oh my goodness. Then after I finished, she explained to me that they did not have a dedicated drivetrain technician assigned to that facility. Understanding that most service writers are not mechanics, but they have a lot of exposure to mechanical problems, and they do this stuff day in and day out. So they build a lot of knowledge. But still, I informed her that I would like a technician to check it out, whether it be a drivetrain technician, whatever. If you've got somebody here, I'm sure you've got mechanics here, just check it out, look at my symptoms, and see if something, pops out in their diagnosis, because it could be anything. This twin turbo EcoBoost with electronic transmission and paddle shifters, and there's just all kinds of stuff going on in this thing, and it may or may not be a transmission problem. After dropping the vehicle off, I got a call the next day that the technicians had driven the car and said they could not find anything wrong with it. Now, I understand, and as a technician, I know intermittent problems are difficult to find, and also you need good data from the customer, and technicians don't always get that. I tried to give them the best data I could. Well, apparently 2 technicians drove the car. One technician may not have read the ticket, even though the service writer instructed them to read the ticket. And the second guy in the passenger seat, he never got to look at the ticket. So both of those guys drove the car. And if you don't drive a Taurus every day, it probably felt normal. So I made an arrangement to go and meet the technician and possibly get him to do a test drive with me. I met this young man, talked to him a little bit, and he seemed to be a very competent individual, and that's when I found out he didn't have all this information. He actually commented after looking at the ticket that he wished more customers would give them info like that. So when you take your car in, try to give the best, most accurate information that you can. It helps the technician. Anyway, we went on a test drive and were quickly and easily able to reproduce these problems. After a little ride with this fellow and talking to him, and we exchanged info back and forth, and I told him what I do for a living, and he told me how long he's been a mechanic, and very, very, very interesting young man. I think he has a bright future as a technician, automotive technician. Anyway, his recommendation, since the car has 98,000 miles on it, the transmission has never been serviced, he recommended that I do the flush. Now, I know I brought up the fact that, you hear about these flushes all the time. You see these videos where it's snake oil, but that's at these quickie lube places that don't do it right. He explained to me that what they do is they tap the fill port and they tap the drain port. They start the car and let it run, and this machine flushes all the old fluid out and exchanges it. He says there's no guarantee it's going to fix the problem, but once again, there's a lot going on. I asked him about, what about the throttle? He says, dude, there's a lot of stuff going on in this car. This could be bad inputs from the transmission feeding back to the computer. There's just lots of things that could affect what was going on. So we agreed, went back in, and I got the flush. A day later, I got a call from Diana, and she says, Mr. Carthen, your car's ready. They flushed it, they drove it, and it fixed the problem. I went and picked the car up, and as soon as I got in it, as soon as I stepped on the throttle, I could tell an immediate difference. The throttle response was right there. The bull is back in full force. I don't know how long this is going to last. I hope that I dodged a bullet and it was just bad fluid, maybe sticking solenoids. Who knows? Like I said, lots of stuff goes on inside these cars. Oh yeah, the bull is back. Yeah, but I better not do that here in the neighborhood. If you are familiar with the Ford Taurus, you know that this is a factory street sleeper. I mean, this car runs with Mustang GTs, you know, when it's working properly. So once again, I hope that the repair sticks. I hope I dodged a bullet. The dealership I went to, Cavalier Ford in Chesapeake, treated my wife and I very, very well. They were very compliant when I asked to come back and speak to the technician. The technician was consummate professional, as were the service writers and the cashiers. I mean, everybody. And I bought the car there, and I'm getting nothing from Cavalier Ford. I'm just telling you like it is. Thank you, Cavalier Ford, for having good people, good technicians, and I hope this repair sticks. If it doesn't, I will come back to Cavalier Ford or one of their Ford dealers that does have a drivetrain technician. If I have to do the big transmission thing, oh well. There's 60 miles an hour from a standing start. Okay. Okay, I guess I better get out of this. The bull is back in full force. This is Tony, and I do stuff. And my stuff breaks sometimes, and I can't fix it. That's a limited. I'm not impressed.